is a very big match in Premier League circles. Glasgow versus Sheffield, Sean Wilson, Mick Powell, Paul Lee and Will Beveridge for the opener. And Sean Wilson on his first visit to Ashfield makes a super start from the inside. It's Will Beveridge into second, Mick Powell's back in third and Paul Lee at the rear. Beveridge putting in a brave challenge on Wilson. Trying to squeeze through on the inside. Wilson's riding the inside line. Certainly at the beginning of the meeting that's the place to be, and he looks really impressive there. He's really taken to Premier League racing this season, turned on a super show everywhere he's gone. And he's leading the way for the title contenders Sheffield in this opening race, but certainly Will Beveridge hasn't given up yet. Riding hard. Tigers should at least share it. Mick Powell's comfortably in third, though well back. Wilson leads from Beveridge, and Powell's got third. Final corner. Oh, Wilson made a mistake there, and that caused Will Beveridge to come down. Just a slight mistake, really, going into the corner. Will was very close, and he crashed.
Jimmy Coyle will give us that decision, but you can tell from the lights that there is going to be an exclusion in lead number one. And just to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, the rider in white, Sean Wilson, has been excluded from lead.
And maybe a little surprisingly, Sean Wilson's been excluded by referee Graham Reeve. I feel that's harsh on Wilson. I don't think he'd be too pleased. Made only a very slight mistake. It was the position of Will Beveridge that caused the problem. He was too close. That wasn't Will's fault either, but I feel that that's an unusual decision by Graham Reeve. Anyway, Tigers lead by 5 points to 1.
Get your power in. Thank you. Definitely. Oh, I'll tell you what it is, man.
Last week with the referee did just that. What's she going to do with this one?
No doubt Sean Wilson and the Sheffield camp weren't pleased with that decision, but it stands, and we're going into Heat 2 with Brian Turner on Gate 1, Adam Allitz on Gate 2, Jatendra Duffel Gate 3, and Simon Cartwright, a very good man for the Tigers this season, comes from Gate 4, and it's an even break apart from Jatendra, who's dropped back. Brian Turner goes ahead with Simon Cartwright challenging on the outside, challenging hard down the back straight into the third turn. Cartwright looking good on the outside line, could go ahead. Turner just holds him off there. Brian said he's ups and downs so far this season. He'll be pleased if he can get a win here, and he's now pulled clear of Simon. Going well. Seems to be speeding up as the race goes on. A long way clear. Jatendra Duffel's not around anymore, so the Sheffield Tigers should share it. Great ride by Brian Turner there. And the time equals the track record, remarkably. Sean Wilson still upset about heat number 1, and I don't altogether blame him, although I think he must realise that by this stage he's rather wasting his time.
He can do 60.1. Are you going to see the first sub 60-second lap here around Ashfield, or 4 laps around Ashfield? We'll soon find that out in the fullness of time, as there was a little bit of compensation going on once again over at the edge of the fence. Sean Wilson obviously a little bit unhappy with his number 1. Meanwhile, heat 3 is about to get underway. Tigers leading by 4 points, and another up pass for us. Because watch these guys from the tape. They are fast. And white and yellow black for Sheffield, it is the pairing, the strong pairing of Andre Compton and Simon Stead.
Oh, well, that goes on. We're into heat number 3, which has Andre Compton riding from gate 1. He's been in great form for Sheffield. Sean Courtney's in gate 2. Simon Stead, fast improving young rider, comes from gate 3. And Les Collins, terrific recent signing by the Tigers, having a great time. He comes from gate 4. Les has jumped from gate 4 there. Andre on the inside, Les on the outside. Les Collins leads the way. Simon Stead's got into 3rd ahead of Sean Courtney. Les Collins well clear, and Stead's now through ahead of Compton, or it was momentarily. Compton goes back. He's having a bit of bother with these bends, is Andre. Should be no problem for Les from there. Andre's got himself organised and he's moving in to try and challenge. He's just not quite getting the corners right. Sean Courtney's putting in an attempt to pass Simon Stead at the back. On a wider line than he usually rides, and that could be the way to go. He's certainly alongside Simon Stead there, just about. Sean Courtney challenging hard. Could be a passing line on the outside there, but he's not made it. And so that's a shared race. But Glasgow stay ahead of Sheffield by 11 points to 7, courtesy of that heat number 1. Heat 4, Simon Cartwright rides from gate 1. He's had a look at the track now. Brian Turner's in gate 2, and he's now joint track record holder, remarkably. Scott Smith rides from gate 3, and Emiliano Sanchez, the thrilling newcomer for the Tigers, comes from gate 4. And Sanchez, I think, has just got ahead. Cartwright looks good on the inside, and Scott Smith as well. And they've pushed Sanchez back into 3rd place round the first corner. Sanchez switches dramatically to the inside, just cuts across his partner a bit there. Scott Smith leads the way. Sanchez has passed Cartwright in his usual thrilling fashion to get into 2nd. He did make a good start for once, but he didn't capitalise on it. Now he's into 2nd place, and he's putting real pressure on Scott Smith. Scott not always a small track man, although this track at Ashfield with its banking is probably more to his liking than, say, the flat track at Armadale. Sanchez trying to find a way through there on the inside, and he's always prone to produce some tremendous bursts. Still got a lot of work to do if he's going to pass Scott Smith. Smith into the last turn. Sanchez hard in on the inside of him, almost level. It's going to be close. Smith, though, just put Sanchez off slightly there with a slight change of direction. Fair tactics and a good win for Scott Smith. Deficit now 2, with Simon Cartwright taking the 3rd place there. Heat 5, Les Collins against Sean Wilson. This should be interesting. Les on gate 1, Paul Lee on gate 2 is always a threat. Sean Courtney again comes from gate 3, and gate 4, Sean Wilson. Wilson's made the start. He's gone ahead of Les Collins. Sean Courtney in 3rd. Les Collins going for that outside, and he's tremendous round that line. Look at that from Les Collins. He's passed one of the top men in the league. beautifully around the outside there on that third and fourth corner. That's his favourite passing line. Tremendous stuff, and he really is turning it on since he came back this season for the Tigers. Sean Wilson moving out a bit wider now to see if he can get some drive around the outside, but it's tough going to pass Les once he's away. So Sean's had an exclusion, and he's now been taken from the back, and Paul Lee is behind Sean Courtney here, although he's putting in a big bid again round the outside line, and he's through. He learned, I think, from what Les Collins did there. Nice riding by Lee. Superb stuff from the veteran against another semi-veteran, and Tigers maintain the 2-point lead with a great ride by Les Collins.
Starting out on the long road to Speedway Fame. On right and yellow black, it belongs to Scott Smith.
Gate 6, Scott Smith rides from Gate 1. Gate 2, Will Beveridge. Gate 3, Adam Mallet. Gate 4, Glasgow captain Mick Powell.
Take these breaks from the front. Going in right through. Let's give it up for Mick Powell and Will Beveridge. Gate number 6.
And it's Beveridge and Smith to the corner. Smith on the inside has the better line, I think. He moves ahead down the back straight. Nice riding. Scott Smith there, and he certainly does seem to like this place. Will Beveridge going for that outside line. Cutting to his more usual inside. Passing lines really anywhere around this track if you get it right. Scott Smith doing a nice job out in front, but Will Beveridge, as in Heat 1, is right there on the tail of the Sheffield man, driving hard inside here. Smith hangs on. Mick Powell's well back. He's not going too quick today, and it's Will Beveridge that's really playing the heat leader's role so far. Around the outside this time, I've seen passing there already, and Will has gone ahead of Scott Smith round the outside line, not his normal passing line. Terrific stuff from Will Beveridge, and he really is playing the part of the number 1 at the moment. And he's left Scott Smith for dead, and he's taken a superb victory. Doing some great speedway, and what's more, the Glasgow Tigers are beating the Sheffield Tigers. 2016, 6 races gone.
Well, Beveridge, this positive thinking obviously works, and that is a second win.
Gate 7, Emiliano's on Gate 1, Andre Compton Gate 2, Brian Turner Gate 3, Simon Stead Gate 4. And I think Turner's made the start this time. We've seen how quick he can go when he gets to the front, but Simon Stead, a beautiful first turn. Really using that banking coming round the outside. That was lovely. Turner and Sanchez trying to team up in second and third. Turner, in fact, a burst there, takes him closer to Stead. Here comes Compton though. He doesn't like to languish in last place, and he's having a good battle with Sanchez. It's going to be very close. Look at Turner, he's gone ahead of Stead. Stead fights back. What a race this is. Compton coming through to challenge Turner now, having come from the back, and he's round the outside as well. Lovely racing here, magnificent stuff, and the Sheffield pair have really carved it up. Stead and Compton have gone to the front, and Compton's found his way around the outside after a slightly uncomfortable first ride. He looks absolutely unstoppable around that outside line. So this will level it up, and with Andre going like that, that could be a devastating weapon in races to come. He's enjoyed that one. A wheelie from Andre as he takes a 5-1, and the scores are now level. Great race. And 2 not bad wheelies.
That was a very, very good bit of riding, and I'm sure you'll show on lots of appreciation for Simon Stead and Andre Compton. That was very good.
Heat 8, Jatender Duffel Gate 1, Simon Cartwright's on Gate 2, Will Beveridge really going so far. He's on Gate 3, and he's made a great gate there. It was Paul Lee on Gate 4, but everybody's been left standing by Beveridge. Jatender's well back already, and he looks rather out of his depth at the moment. Paul Lee trying to hit that outside line, but Beveridge is there already. Track in absolutely lovely condition. giving plenty of chances for passing. Lee switches to the inside now as Beveridge slightly locks up, glances back, and Will seems to be quite happy riding out three-quarter track, and he's pulling away using that line. That's, I think, is the fastest line today. And Will's clear, but it's only a shared race. Lee making up some ground there. A bit too late, I think. As long as Will doesn't make a mistake, he's got another victory. There it is. Still level between the Glasgow Tigers and the Sheffield Tigers, who definitely will be looking for a victory here. They won at Workington last night, and their league challenge will be greatly boosted if they can do it again. Heat number 9, Sean Courtney is on gate 1, Scott Smith is on gate 2, Les Collins with 2 superb victories so far. He rides from gate 3. Adam Allett is in gate 4. And Les has been left a bit there. It's Scott Smith who's gone ahead. Sean Courtney couldn't hold him off round the first corner, and Les has got a lot of work to do. He's setting out round that outside line and he's chasing after Scott Smith. We've seen some spectacular stuff from Les. He's making up ground fast there, although Smith is taking the wider line, which is where Les will want to try and pass. Two laps gone, still a fair bit of work for Les to do. Great corner there, he's almost alongside Smith now. Oh my goodness, he made up a tremendous amount of ground there and he's gone ahead. What a terrific effort. Scott just a wee bit asleep there, I think, and Les a terrific burst to get to the front. Well, amazing. This track allows that kind of thing if you've got the skill that Les Collins has. It's absolutely tailor-made for him. Wonderful ride again by Les Collins. And Glasgow have gone ahead. There was a spot of bother from Mick Powell there, but he's mounted at the tapes now. We've got Will Beveridge coming from gate 1 and he is unbeaten. Gate 2, Simon Stead. Gate 3, Mick Powell. Gate 4, Andre Compton. This looks like a very evenly matched and interesting heat number 10, with Glasgow leading by 2. Mick Powell's made his best start of the day. Simon Stead just flails inside him there and almost catches Beveridge as well, but Mick trying to come back round the outside ahead of Stead again. He has done. Stead and Compton really buzzing round Mick Powell's back wheel. Beveridge has gone clear. The Sheffield pair getting a bit tangled up. Stead's gone ahead of his partner into third, and they've lost ground. Too busy fighting each other for a bit there. Mick still doesn't look all that quick. Will Beveridge absolutely flying, having his best meeting so far here. Mick Powell trying desperately to hold off the speedy Sheffield man. Stead there in third place. Ooh, Simon flew in there, almost lost it. Once again looking for some drive, but Mick's going to hold on, I think, just by a length. Simon Stead exciting, but a wee bit uncontrolled. And Glasgow moves 6 ahead. That, of course, is an awkward amount. We'll see what plans Sheffield have. Heat 11, Paul Lee on gate 1. No changes by the Tigers, and that's probably fair enough. Emiliano Sanchez gate 2, Sean Wilson gate 3, Brian Turner rides from gate 4. Most of the Tigers going well, but perhaps nobody good enough for Attack Sub, and their opening pairing have gone ahead there anyway with an excellent start. Sean Wilson outside Paul Lee, has a glance across, sees his young teammates there. Emiliano is the challenging man, and he can pass. He gets into the right position. Wilson's gone clear now. Lee hugging the inside. Wilson is watching his partner, making sure that he's okay. Sanchez is close, not quite close enough to really challenge. Moving in again there, looking for a way through the middle. Exciting riding again by Sanchez. He's with the Glasgow men, the Sheffield men. Lee on the inside, Wilson on the outside, getting it right there. Great work, and they've pulled clear there with an excellent corner. Can Sanchez get back in touch? Lee and Wilson are going to take the 5-1 and get Sheffield back to within 2 points. Another exciting heat there. Sanchez wasn't far away, but he just couldn't quite challenge. Just one moment on lap 3 when it looked as though he might get through. Heat number 12, Simon Cartwright has gate 1, Les Collins is on gate 2, unbeaten. Andre Compton is on gate 3, Jitendra Duffel struggling, he's on gate 4. This is Jitendra's third ride. Andre's made a poor start up in the air. Les Collins has gone ahead. Sheffield pair in second and third. That realistically perhaps the best Glasgow can hope for from this race, to maintain that 2-point advantage. Nobody's going to pass Les once he's made the start round here. He's well clear of Andre. Tigers still lead by 2, 3 races to go. Les Collins unbeaten. Fast ride there. Heat 13, Mick Powell on gate 1, and Glasgow really need a good ride by him. Sean Wilson's in gate 2, Emiliano Sanchez in gate 3, and Scott Smith, who's been gating most of the time, he rides from gate 4.
This one means a lot. All the riders have been told and through by respective team managers, Colin Mackey and Reg Wilson, exactly what this means. And this is a toughie, a real toughie. Once again, in white, gate 2, Sean Wilson. In yellow, gate 4, Scott Smith. 1 and 3, Mick Powell, and Emiliano Sanchez.
And good start by certainly Wilson, and Smith could come round the outside here. Sanchez trying to get into second, but Smith quicker off the bend. Mick Powell missed the start from the inside there. Instead, and Smith and Sanchez battling for second place. Smith's just got ahead. Sanchez on his inside. I think the Argentinian might have to take a wider line if he really wants to get through, although he is close. Smith's pulling ahead coming out of each turn. Sean Wilson's clear. Sanchez again on the inside there, almost pulling up alongside Smith, but Smith, if he doesn't make a mistake, is going to get the drive out the bend each time. He's getting it right so far. 1 lap to go. Sheffield could take the lead here unless Sanchez can get through. Disappointing ride by Mick Powell. Sanchez still has a chance. But Smith, I think, has done it again. He got that bend right every time and stayed ahead, and Sheffield go 2 points clear. There's Paul Bentley helping his teammates. He's out at the moment, of course, to be replaced by Les Collins. And we're into heat 14. There's just 2 heats left. And this has been a bit of a problem heat for Glasgow this season. They need something special from their pairing here. Simon Stead rides from gate 1, and he certainly looked pretty impressive. Gate 2, Brian Turner, who started very well. Gate 3, it's Simon Cartwright, steady reserve, and in gate 4, the experienced Sean Courtney. Tigers would like nothing better than a 5-1 here. Well, I suppose both sets of Tigers would, but Glasgow, if they're going to win at home, certainly don't want to lose this race. Haven't gated all that well. Simon Stead's gone ahead, and look at Cartwright coming through. It's Turner in second place. And Courtney getting into third, but Cartwright's having a go around the outside in very spectacular style, and he's back into third again. Youngster showing great improvement, rides Sheffield brilliantly, and he's learning about the away tracks. He's certainly riding this one well at the moment. He's putting the pressure on Brian Turner, who's a bit too tight perhaps. And Cartwright has the run on him. Cartwright's gone into second. I don't think Sheffield would want to have left this match to the last race, and they may not have to, because Cartwright's come almost alongside his partner there. And once again, heat 14 is proving the Tigers' downfall. I think they're going to lose it unless the Tigers run into each other. Simon Stead always looks as though he's on the point of coming off. What a great ride though by Simon Cartwright to take second place there. Absolutely terrific stuff from the back. Too much for the Tigers pairing to handle, and that's it, I'm afraid. Having led most of the way, Glasgow in 2 heats have dipped out. They're 6 down, and the Sheffield men celebrate. They know they have gained another away victory in their quest for that Premier League title. Sean Wilson's still unhappy about heat number 1, and I think he's not eligible for this last race because he's not one of the top 3 scorers, so he's not too happy about that either. But once he calms down, I think the victory in the last race, victory in the match rather, will keep him happy. So we have Les Collins coming from gate 1, Simon Cartwright in gate 2, a reward for certainly a brilliant ride in heat 14. That's made him one of the top 3 scorers for Sheffield. The rule is stupid, but it is the rule. Will Beveridge rides from gate 3, and Scott Smith is in gate 4. Collins and Beveridge move smoothly from the start. These two are both unbeaten, so that's certainly going to be some consolation for the Tigers if they can get 1 or 2 maximums. And Les Collins is away, and Will Beveridge seems to have pulled clear of Scott Smith as well. Wills had a remarkable afternoon. He wasn't leading heat number 1, but he won it when he came down and Sean Wilson was ruled to be at fault. Since then, Will's been unbeatable. Tigers pair well clear. It may well be that Sheffield not particularly bothered about this race, but certainly Glasgow, 2 men, are having it all their own way to finish with a flourish and cut the gap to the 2 points. It's 46-44, but the wrong way around as far as Glasgow are concerned. They've lost by 2. They've got 2 unbeaten riders. Quite an extraordinary day's racing, really. We've had some very entertaining stuff. 2 maximum men for the Glasgow Tigers, but the match points go to the Sheffield Tigers.
But guess what? We're the champions, ladies and gentlemen, so let's give Michael Glasgow.